Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
All right, calm down, calm down. It doesn't get any bigger than this. After all the pain, all the sweat, all the destruction, this is Robotwars, the grand final! Over the last 14 shows, we've seen 96 robots enter the war zone and 92 get a right good kicking. And now, we're left with the 4 best fighting machines in the country. As you know, our reigning champion Razer's back to defend his title, but boy, has it got some competition. So, are we fired up for the final? But before we get down to it, let's relive the road to Armageddon.
Don't forget, Craig, not only 96 robots were in there fighting, but also our house robot team were always ready to rumble, including the gruesome newcomers, Mr. Psycho and his pet pal, Growler. So, reigning champs, Razer started their defense of the title by crumpling Wasp, Raging Reality, and Brutus Maximus in style. Next to tumble, Cyrax. Just phew, what relief. Firestorm made sure there was no glamour for Cedric Slammer. Megahertz was hurt badly, and Barbaric Response were too slow to respond. So was the Refbot, by the way. And Exterminator. And even Shunt. How impressive was that? Tornado huffed and puffed against Incredible, blustered Terrible, before pushing and shoving slowly to victory. Next, they won the war with Thor and put paid to Anarchy, only just. The pushability factor edged it with the judges.
They've gone for Tornado!
And Terrorhurtz, always menacing, always aggressive, and even too good for the seeded Panic Attack. The number 8 seeds ended up, quite literally, mangled. Into the first semi-final, and Razer punctured Wild Thing's ambitions, raising its own expectations as it ditched the Addams Family creation. For Firestorm, it was a game of rushing roulette with 13 black, afraid to peep, then start to weep. Razer made sure of a final place after a tight squeeze with Dan Tomkier, who nearly went the distance before being hammered by Psycho and by the judges.
They've gone for Razer!
Firestorm made it through in a spree with the end of S3. Ultimately, in the second semi-final, Tornado went head-to-head with Hypnodisc, the number 4 seed, side by side. It looked close. The judges had no doubts.
Judges have unanimously decided that Tornado won!
The Terrorhurtz menacing march took them beyond spawn again with a bit of a wobble, a hack attack, and a little bit of help from their friends. Tornado's place in the grand final looked in doubt as Dominator 2 bashed, but then crashed, leaving one place in the final up for grabs, and the axe of Terrorhurtz took it. Bigger Brother shown no brotherly love by the unseeded underdogs or by the unfeeling arena. So tonight's lineup is Razer and Terrorhurtz, Tornado, and Firestorm 4.
Our 4 robots will be paired off for 2 initial knockout fights. There'll be a playoff for 3rd and 4th place, and then the grand final. And that'll decide who'll be crowned champion of Robot Wars. the 6th war. So, hey, let's meet the big four.
Well, this is the final lineup to end all final lineups. I'm very excited. Razer, seeded 1. Can they do it again? They've already made it this far thanks to a whole series of lethal injections. Firestorm, seeded 3, calm, relaxed. But is that a good thing? Have they got enough fire in their belly? And, yes. Team Tornado, still putting their robot back together. Seeded 12, mind, and they've done very well. That fight against Hypnodisc, I don't know if you remember, but that was stunning. The Terrorhurtz team, this is an unseeded robot. It's phenomenal. It's manic. The axe can cause huge amounts of damage. They took the number 2 seed out. We will be covering all the carnage on Damage Cam. The robots are ready. Well, almost. Are you?
Judgment Day is upon us once more, my friends. So let the grand final begin!
From Oxford in Oxfordshire, Terrorhurtz.
Into the final for the first time and about to get a shock.
Do you want to know who you're up against then?
Yes, please.
Razer! Yeah, painful. It could be very painful.
They go through anything. I don't know what we can do. I could maybe, we could strap armour on. I could use this, anything game.
In the next couple of minutes, yeah.
We've got 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, you've not got long.
Get on with it.
But this manic chopper, if you'll forgive the phrase.
Yes.
I mean, you shouldn't be frightened of anything, really, should you? You've already taken out the number 2 seed.
Razer are champions at the moment. They're a fantastic robot, and we are rightly very scared of them.
Just the faster and heavier here at 99 kilos and with top speeds of 12 miles an hour from the 2,000 watt motors, polycarbonate armour, very aggressive axe, but somewhat unpredictable, I think.
From Bournemouth in Dorset and number 1 seed, Razer.
Can anything stop this long unbeaten run?
They're very accurate with what they're doing. Don't hide under the table, please. What are you doing down there?
We're afraid of who we might have.
Are you afraid of Terrorhurtz?
Oh, yeah. No, that's one. We're really frightened.
Are you frightened of Terrorhurtz?
Yes.
You two stay under the table then.
I don't care.
It's pathetic, really.
You know me, yeah.
Sorry, I
These
just
wusses,
got
these
you with
wimps.
Damage Cam.
They're wimps, aren't they?
It's all right. It's see-through. You can see all the bits
That's right, I've
before you
seen all
get
the
there.
bits.
It's
Yeah.
polycarb.
Yeah.
You can get through
Pick and
that.
choose. It's just like window shopping, isn't it?
11 mile an hour top speeds. The front ram draws an opponent on. The hydraulic beak pierces and crushes accurately. Weaknesses? I can't see any, really.
Roboteers, stand by.
The reigning champions, Razer, Vinny on the left-hand side, Simon Scott and Ian Lewis, the driver and captain on the right, and Terrorhurtz there, John Reed driving on the right-hand side, Dominic Parkinson with the glasses at the weapons control. There in the arena for the house robots is Shunt with the bulldozer blades and the axe, and Sir Killalot with the lance and the great grappling pincers.
3, 2, 1.
First battle of the grand final of Robot Wars, the 6th Wars, and Razer, the reigning champs, twice world champs, on the assault, on the attack. The Terrorhurtz weapon cleaving thin air, but with a metronomic beat. And look at Razer, already crumpling, already ripping, and tearing through that polycarbonate armour and straight into the heart of John Reed's machine. And it lifts Terrorhurtz in the air. It comes crashing down, Terrorhurtz. If that axe can get a strike in on Razer, who knows? But Razer looks so dangerous, impregnable. Grapples Terrorhurtz. There you saw it draw the opponent on with the front ram, straight onto the beak. The weapons controlled by Simon Scott, driving the machine. Ian Lewis, Vinny Blood, of course, so vital as the Razer team look on with another victory in sight. Terrorhurtz unseeded, and the brilliant run comes to an end, and Razer march on. So close to another title now. You had to go down, John Reed, they said, and he did.
What a fantastic fight! Terrorhurtz, the unseeded robot, out of the competition, Razer, the world champion, the reigning UK champion, are through to the grand final!